All right, hold on. I gotta get the. I get to get a camera right. I don't know how to do this very well. I gotta get the camera right. All right, let's try that out. Oh my goodness, is that better? No. I'll show all the fancy lights in the background. What's up, Richard? Can you guys hear me okay? I don't have my headphones on. Houston, we're live. Here we go. What's up, man? Hope you're well. I gotta get this back a little bit. Hello, Cheap Audio. Really appreciate your videos. Thanks for the content. Thank you, Fred Dobbs. Hey, yeah, we can hear you. All right, cool. Sound great. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Slowboat 55. Why no Duarte from Portugal? What's up, brother? Jacob Miller. When I saw the community post, I thought that was the Focal store here in Houston. It was the Focal store here in Houston. How's it going? Good evening. Welcome to Texas. Thank you. We have no Jeff Glickman. Houston, we do have a lot of problems. I'm on holidays until the 20th. Very cool. I'm supposed to be on vacation right now, but I have to be here for a couple of days. Vietnam. Carlos Garcia, Ho Chi Minh. Really enjoy your videos. Sorry, can't stay. Working on a plasma table. Go get after it. Taniha, Glendering. Hey, there's Brock. B-Man. Houston is a great place. Even better food. You're breaking into shits out. No, that's in Corpus, actually. Corpus Christi. It's quite a ways from here. Hey, Randy, and yes, I'm a cup of coffee. Very good. The Brew Geek. Looking to use my B1 Plus for a 2.1 desktop setup. I have a DAC for my computer already. Which amp would you recommend with a smaller footprint? Well, funny you ask. Look no further than the Emotiva A2 Mini. Very nice. If that's too big, though, look at the SMSL DA9, SMSL AO200. Very good. I haven't commented on your vids in a while. I'm sure you've missed me. I have, Brian. Just wanted to say thanks again for what you're doing. You're doing it well. Good job. Seriously. Thank you, Brian. Thank you very much. Your channel is growing, becoming famous. Mark, maybe famous amongst us audio nerds, but in the grand scheme of things, other people are more famous. Or Mario Manata, Toronto. What's up? The people there are so nice. Tried both Empyrean and Empyrean Elites. Yeah, very good. I like the Empyrean Elites a lot. Brock talking, excuse me. Brock talked me into getting the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pros. They arrived the 28th. I'm excited. Thank you for your help. Appreciate it. Richard's thanking Brock. They're good. You have to EQ them though. Why don't they make 3.2 channel amps for my office setup? I listen to music and watch videos there. There's a lot of receivers that have 2 sub outs. Yeah, I'd just get a 5.2 channel receiver. Not use the back 2. There you go. How's about a review of the Diamonds 12.2s? I already did that, I think. Ortail Diamond 12.2s. Yeah, I did that a while ago. They're good. Neutral. Very good. Do you see yourself going full-time YouTube? Yes, I do. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Ooh, Civga 21 or Meze 99. Depends. They could not be more different. If you like a real strong U-shape and you want to save $200, get the Civgas. If you like a warmer sound, better build quality, something that appreciates a little bit more, get the Meze 99s. I think the what are they? The Noirs. They're 200. I think Drop had a version too for 200. I'm kind of a Meze fanboy. I like the 99s. The Civicas are great though, and they're affordable. How much difference does a better receiver or amp make to speaker quality? I've kept Q150s, Q350s, picked up on Black Friday with a cheap Yamaha receiver. Um, it depends. I mean, I had a Marine Center 1711, and it wasn't at all embarrassed by uh, the Moon by Sim Audio 240i, which is $3,000. I think you'll hear a difference. It's going to be in clarity, instrument separation, stuff's going to stick out a little bit better. But I wouldn't be in huge hurry to run out and get anything new. You just keep what you have, and then look for something better. And if you're looking for a receiver, probably wait, because stuff's going for a premium right now. Just ordered Yamaha C93 2 for $250. Your comments about not worrying about flat response is everything pushed me over the edge. Very good. They're a fun speaker. Love it. Ooh, good morning from Dubai. Hello, good morning. Question. I'm a cheapskate. I want to blast my neighbors constantly doing bad karaoke. Go for it. I think there's a lot of products out there that are going to fit into that use case scenario. The humor, the knowledge. It's a great combination. Thank you, Ed D. Couldn't pass them up at $250. I don't blame you. They're very good. We popped up a bit. So obviously anybody that does super chat's going to get everything. Everybody that does super chat's going to get their stuff read. We're already popping up. And I even put this on like slow mode. Do I ever sleep? Steve, yes, I slept last night. I listened to some music though. Got real excited. Actually, we had a Zoom meeting for the patrons. It ended up going till midnight. So we started at 8:30 Central Time, went all the way to midnight. 3.5 hours of cheap audio man Zoomage. It was good. Richard McCoy talking about current. You are right on, Richard. Eclipse RB 612s just came in because they're really looking forward to hooking them up. Yeah, good front ported speaker. I was talking to Steve today about those. Were you able to hear the Focal towers? No, I didn't. I listened to the whatever the affordable or quote unquote affordable bookshelves. I think they're $1,000. Those are the only ones I listened to from Focal. I listened to the Fortes though for a while. The Klipsch Fortes. Yeah, so I was thinking 99 Noir. Yeah, Brian, I personally like that headphone a lot. It's not super detailed on the top, but it's one of those headphones you just listen to it, and then all of a sudden you're going to start picking up things, and it's a very good headphone. That headphone gets better with time. Other headphones get annoying with time. So, for what that's worth. What kind of coffee do you make? Fresh ground? No, I used to grind my own coffee until the grinder broke, and then I bought another one. And that one broke. Oh boy. Sorry. My wife's moving the elf on the shelf. I'm gonna take a picture of this. Tell her we're live. We're live, honey. Bring me the light. Anybody like Seven Dust in here? Man, they're good. Listen to some Seven Dust. Just talked about you on the live stream. Love you. It's for my wife. There we go. What kind of coffee? Okay. Yes. I used to make fresh ground coffee until 2. Count them. 2 coffee grinders broke. If your channel blows up like you want, will you stop being the cheap audio man of the people? No, of course not. There's so much more stuff out there that I haven't even looked. Ooh, Richard McCoy loves Seven Dust. Doesn't surprise me, Richard. Can I start calling you Rich? Doesn't surprise me, Rich. Hey, from Phoenix. Hey, my parents live outside of Phoenix. Have you ever dealt with noise or ground loop hum when using separate power amps? Yes, I have. I'm in an apartment, so I may be screwed. Change out your RCAs. That was my issue. There's the RCAs. Then if you I have another issue. Just like run a bunch of extension cords all over the place and plug into different outlets. Good day and happy lunchtime from Australia. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Randy. Thank you. Subliminal vibes. Subliminal vibes. There we go. Have you plans on reviewing older speakers with the goal of showing us secondhand options? No. And I'll tell you the reason why, because it's not going to be available to everybody. I think that's great. I think used stuff is awesome, but used stuff, and then I go vintage. So vintage is different. Used stuff, run later. My computer wants to do something. Used stuff it's a hard deal, right? Because if I do a review on a used speaker that's fantastic, and it's 50% off or 30% of what it was new, and then everybody goes and looks for it, not everyone's going to find that. So I try to keep my reviews to stuff that most people can find, but then I'll do vintage stuff because that's a little bit different. That's kind of, I mean, obviously that's not all available either, but I just like talking about it. All right, everyone calls him Rich. Hey, hi-fi turtle. How are the focals, Randy? I didn't listen to the big ones. I listened to the little bookshelves. They were, how do I put this? At higher sound pressure levels, they had some resonances in the upper mid-range. At the 2 minutes and 10-second mark of Lena's Hall cover of Creep, those speakers started to fall apart. Radio Shack, huh? I do kind of miss them, though. I do, too. NutriBullet. It's my coffee grinder. Rockin' steady. I have one of those fancy, what do you call it? Put the stuff in there and you make a smoothie. Blender. I have one of those fancy blenders. Maybe I'll try that. $2. Prefer the SMSL 8018 more than the IEMA? No. IEMA, A08, DO3. My opinion, sound better than the SMSL 8018 because they are more full and organic sounding. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. One. I like that. Hey, I've seen your thing before. I've seen that before. Thanks for the super chat and thanks for commenting. Speaking of vintage, what do you $10 Canadian? My boy Rich. You guys rock. A fantastic family to be part of. Keep up the hard work. You're killing it. Rich, I appreciate your support, brother. Thank you so much. I hope you are doing well up there, man. I hope you enjoy your holiday. Blender reviews. Yeah. I have that expensive one. I can't remember what it's called. But I bought it like 7 years ago and it works perfectly. All right, Fluence question. I'll be using the RB61.2s with the Fluence RT81. What amp would you recommend if I don't use the built-in preamp? Like phono amp or speaker amp? If it's a speaker amp, I'd go with something warm because those Klipsch's can be a bit on the top end. I don't know what cartridge is on the 81. I'll go with something warmer like a Denon. Or a Marantz, if you can find one. Hello, dear. Suggest a good DAC for my KN-C5 portable amp. By the way, great channel. Great reviews. Man deep. Let's see. DAC. Like a portable DAC? Sure. Well, these are DAC amps. Like the Hi-Diz S9 Pro. It's really good. Monoprice actually makes a DAC amp. THX one that's pretty good. Vitamix, that's what it is. Man deep, I don't know, man. Shoot me a message on Instagram or something like that and let me know exactly what you're looking for and I'll try to get back to you. Vitamix, that's what it is. Ooh, $4.99. Fred C. Dobbs. Recommend good set of speakers for Sansui 8. Well, now we're talking, aren't we? Fred, I don't think you can probably get any bad speakers on that thing. That's going to make everything sound good. That's the, $2. That's the Buttermaker, Sansui. Really, anything. You know what? I found most stuff pairs up really well with vintage stuff. It's just so yummy and full. You recommend a cassette deck that's decent and still in production? Time Rival, you got the wrong guy. I have a cassette deck, but my boy Brock sent it to me. It's a Nakamichi, Nakatomi from the Nakatomi Towers. Having focus issues. Oh well, whatever. I don't know. I don't know if there is any cassettes in production. So, how's that for everybody? Is that okay? That's actually the Houston back there. You can't really see it. Here, let me see if I can stop down. Oh, no, you really can't. Oh well. $2. I want my $2. Anybody know what that movie's from? Anybody know what that's from? What movie? I want my $2. Music streamer 250 or less. Recommendation. Easy. Arylic S50 Pro Plus. I think it's right around. I think it's under 200. Very good. Fully functioning. It's like a poor man's. What is it? Blue Sound Node 2i or Blue Sound Node. I found a H Scott 299B in the garbage here, and I use it with an Oppo HA1. There's a bunch of stuff I don't even know. Great combo. Speakers from the garbage as well. Can't go wrong with that. Garbage speakers. Hey, Mr. Man, love the channel. Would you recommend separate? I think someone dropped in the super chat. Oh, no, a minute. Would the AIMA A07 be good amp for Q Acoustics 30i? Yeah, that's a bass monster, though. The 3030i is a cannon. Yeah, I think it will. You might want to get a DAC, like a T8. If you get the T8 with the A07, both by AIMA, T8 has tone controls and a little headphone amp in it, and a tube in it, and a fully functioning DAC, and Bluetooth. I think that would work. You might want to bump up the treble a little bit, maybe even reduce the bass, which I hardly ever saw. Oh, wait a minute. We got Chuck Isidro. Thank you, sir. You've donated before. I appreciate it, Chuck. You the man, Chuck. TM just gave me $4.99. Nothing. No question, nothing. Thank you. Thank you, TM. Hello from Canada. All of my music files are MP3. I don't stream. What's the best way to render my files and then plug into the DAC? Please help. I mean, you should be able to. I mean, what are you plugging into the DAC? If you're going to a computer, DACs have no issues with MP3s at all. I don't know. You'll have to. Tim Plummer, just dropping in $10. Thank you, Tim. Creepiest live stream lighting ever. Everyone's a critic. All right, hold on. How about that? Is that better? Better now? Who said that? Rick. Is that better now, Mr. Lowe's? Make you happy? If it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. I like that one. Rob Hawk, $13.99. Caesar said it was good before. Still using my PSB Stratus Gold. Do you listen to the Grand Utopia? I did not. No. I felt bad for the sales guy because I was like, I want to listen to this and this and this and this. Rob Hawk, Tim Plummer, TM. You guys are great. You think ELAC Unified 2.0 UB52 works with Cambridge AXA 35? That might be pushing it. I would probably not, because I tried the UB52s with the Vista Audio Spark, which is 20 watts, and they weren't having it. I would go 50 watts at least, 50 good watts at least with the Unified 2.0 UB52s. You have an experience with turntables? A little bit, not a lot. Why all my records have so much noise? They're all new. See if your tone arm is properly balanced. Ooh, $10. Steve Stinchcomb. Steve Stinchcomb. Thanks for the advice on the J2 DAC. They were so great to work with. They are awesome. Sherry and what is his name? Sherry and I think Vinny, maybe. I'm getting all sorts of super chats. Yeah, Gashelli's Lab's the best. Philippe Neri, $9.99. Thank you, sir. Evan Bruno discovered the channel a few months ago. Totally overhauled my system. Thanks for doing what you do. Keep it up. Thank you. Oh, Greg Downs, $20. But look at that. Looks like a eggplant with a headband on that's exercising. World is going by real quick for that blue eggplant. And that's strange because most of the time eggplants are purple. So it looks like he's working out. Thank you, Greg. Thank you very much. Do I have a video on how to set up a cheap disc jockey setup? I do not, unfortunately. That would be fun though. SMSL AO200 coming tomorrow. I'm gonna power up some SSCS5s. Oh yeah. Check out the EQ setting SBD Sierra Bravo Delta. It's a lot of fun. We just popped open the SSCS5s and did a bit of a crossover mod. So far, so good. Sherry and Gino. That's what it is, Gino. Yeah, I think it's Shelly owners. They are awesome. How's Ron and family doing? Good. I talked to them today. Infinity tends to punch above its weight class. Keep an eye out. You got it. Justin the Great. Look at this. Okay, what is it? A hippo? Looks like a hippo or a blue pig. And he's saying, get gov. Thank you, Justin. Yellow t-shirt. I've never heard of the Q950, Dan. I like the 350. I like the 150 a lot. Klipsch Black Series speakers. I have not heard any of them. I have not. Have you ever tried the DAC on LG's flagship phones? No, they don't make those anymore. I wish they did. Philippe Neri. Hey, Rainey, I was thinking of the GR Research update in the Sonys. He said sound better than the Klipsch M600. Maybe it's a great idea to try. Yeah, we just did one too. Neil, one of my patrons, just did one. I consulted with him. I've got a bunch of parts coming in. So we got something we think is pretty special. I'm going to tweak it a little bit with some different resistor values on the super tweeter circuit. Yeah. So, but yeah, obviously Danny knows what he's doing over there. So if you want to get that, guaranteed you're probably going to have a better sounding speaker. Actually, getting the crossover out of that speaker, more difficult than one would think. Well, that's why the LG DAC just potentially compelling, because you can buy a used LG flagship for like $100. Might be an alternative. Yeah, if you can get them. I've got a buddy that bought some of those LG phones. Actually, a bunch of the patrons went on eBay and got those phones. They love them. What integrated would you recommend for the Q150? Thinking something warm. Q150 already leans a bit warm. Emotiva TA1, Denon PMA 600NE. That's about it. Guilty Pleasure album. God, what is it? Hold on. D. Snyder. The one with I Wanna Rock. That's the one. What do I think of the Denon PMA 680? I think it sounds good. It's a bit warm. It's very nice. Fair price too. Hey Brett, how are you? Wife has the old LG V40 and V60. They do sound pretty okay. Yeah, those are the ones. You should test the Grindhouse GH215. Only $350 on Amazon for a pair of large dual 15 passive PA speakers. That sounds very cool. Twisted Sister, that's it. Ooh, favorite Metallica album. I don't know. It's like saying one of my kids is my favorite. I like a lot of them. I like a lot of them. If I had to choose, probably Master of Puppets and the Black Album. If I could only have two, those are the two I'd take. Or hold on, I'm gonna walk that one back. Or S&M 2, because that's really like two albums. So yeah, S&M 2's awesome. Hey, good night, Rich. Will a phono preamp better my Yamaha AS 801 and Yamaha speakers? Yeah, for vinyl. Yes, it will. Stay hungry. That's right. He's got a big bone and he's eating it on the front. V40 sounding better than V60. I'm rocking V60 now. Very cool. Justice for all. I love Justice too. I have the poster at home. Incidentally, there's a new Metallica poster coming out in a couple of days. Of course, limited edition. Of course, I'm going to buy it. I wish they'd stop coming out with stuff, so I'd quit buying it. Black Crows are cooler than Metallica. I like the Black Crows. Yeah. She talks to angels. When the pain comes, everything is going to be all right. Ooh, favorite Primus album. I think the one that has Too Many Puppies on it. Too many puppies. Too many puppies. She says Crichton versus XLS Encore if you had to choose. Crichton. The Encores are awesome, but if I could only choose one, it'd be the Crichtons. Sailing of the Seas of Cheese. Favorite Tool album. Ooh. The one with Fear and Knock, that one. I think that one. Stones are cooler than the Crows. I don't know. I mean, they're very popular. I have a JL Audio 4 ohm 15-inch sub, and I picked up a used Crown XLI 800. It's 300 watts in a 4 stereo and the 600 watts and 8 mono. My question is, if I put the gain down to 70% and bridge this, is if I put the gain down, I don't know. You have a passive subwoofer? Huh. Cheap Audio Man is cooler than the Stones. I don't agree with that, but I appreciate the compliment. I was an Aussie head. Very good. Have you heard the Faith No More cover of War Pigs? It's real good. Howdy from North Houston. I'm in the Galleria area. Any store to test speakers in the city? Yeah, I just came from. I usually go to Best Buy Magnolia, but looking for option in Houston. Thanks. Yeah, it's called. Hold on, I was just there today. Now it's like they have Focal, they have Klipsch, they have a few other things, but it's a little bit more higher end. But they'll let you listen to them. Well, let's see what it was called. It's going to be called, I think, The Grind now. Hold on. It was just there. You'd think I'd remember. Hi-Fi Store. Why am I doing this for you? You should be doing this. Hi-Fi Store Houston. That's all you got to do. Hi-Fi Stores Houston. It's the one that's on Alden Street. Stores Houston. But I'll do it for you. Hold on just a second. Houston Audio. Largest dedicated home theater and hi-fi store. Called Houston Audio Store. But they're going to rename it to the Grid. The Grid. There you go. There you go. You should try putting 6V6 output tubes in the Rysong. I don't have the Rysong anymore. I gave it away. Have you heard the Claypool Lennon Delirium? Very trippy album. I have not. Les Claypool's a very good bassist. One night only. No. So what do you enjoy reviewing the most? And what do you want to review next? You know the interesting thing? And nobody watches them. Well, less people watch them is headphones. I love reviewing headphones. Loved listening to headphones. People don't watch them a lot. Like, I put out a headphone review. Not nearly as many people watch those as speaker or amp reviews or even DAC reviews. I love reviewing headphones, though. Have you heard? Okay, yeah, we're talking about. Oh, they're popping around. You tried the Sonos Faber Lumina 2 yet? No. They had them at the store, though. I looked at them today. I just bought $20 JVC something woofers. They bang. Nice. Can a PC power supply be used to run car audio amp? Oh, okay. Yeah. So if you put it in 12 volts, yeah, you can. I've used a 12 volt converter. You got to look at like how many amps, though. So if you have like a 100-watt amp, if we use PIV, power equals current times voltage. So you take whatever power, so if it's a 400-watt amp, you divide it by 12, that's how much current you're going to need. So, yeah, be careful. Be careful. Headphones make me feel too cut off. Yeah. Wear shorts. What is the most annoying redundant audiophile trope? I don't know. It's not going to be good unless it costs X. That speaker's not going to sound good on cheap stuff. That's probably my favorite one. Oh, well, it's not going to sound good unless it's, some better amp. What would you choose out between the Klipsch RP600 or the Cabinet 50 Meta? The SVS Ultra Bookshelf. Sorry, couldn't resist. ELAC Unifying Reference, ELAC Debut Reference. All right, if you're going to get the Metas, now I don't have any experience with the Metas. I only have experience with the LS50s. Either one, they're very similar speakers, actually. There's more clarity with the LS50s. More bass with the Klipsch, though. So I'd get a sub with either one of them, though. KEF LS50, I mean, you're going to have you don't have to have an expensive amp, but you have to have a powerful amp, because they say they're 8 ohm nominal. They're not. They go way down, and they're pretty inefficient too. Where can I get a balanced XLR cable for the Sivga SVO21? Just look up, I think they're 2.5 millimeter. So look up 2.5 millimeter to 4-pin XLR on Amazon. You should get a whole bunch of options. Definitive Technology. I have some Definitive DefTech speakers. My rear surrounds. Excuse me. Cheers from Italy. Nico Modesto. Tube integrated. Man, one of my favorite trips. I went to Rome. It was so awesome. Josh Pope builds studios and speakers. Hart audio cables. Yeah, Hart's good. I like Hart. Have you tried the new Emotiva headphones? I have. I own them. They're very good. They're identical to the Sivga Phoenix, except better in every way. They're good. They're very good headphones. I like them a lot. I have an old Panasonic 954 home theater. Still works. Is this worth saving? And if so, what can I do to improve it? Yeah, it's worth saving if it works. Add a DAC to it. Because pretty much guaranteed the HDMI switching is not going to work. So use your TV as an HDMI switcher and then run a optical out of your TV into a new DAC, and then that DAC RCA into that. Be rocking and rolling. Tannoy D700, and you don't need a sub. There you go. Kulo 38, just told you. You heard any speakers from RSL? I have not. Have you ever tested any HSU research speakers? No. They're the concentric, right? I've looked at them before. Good vid by DMS. Saw your comment. Glad to hear my ears are equalizing the experience over time. and that more headphones equals more fun. Yeah. Having two different sounding headphones or speakers is so awesome. Put one up, you enjoy it. After a while, you put that one away, you put something else up that has a different sound signature, and you get to enjoy your music all over again. Same thing with headphones. I completely agree with Doug. I don't think there's one specific headphone or speaker or amp for everybody. I think if we do that, then we do ourselves a disservice by not hearing differences and enjoying them. All right, we're popping down. Thoughts on JBL something 100? I don't know. Goes to 11. What is wrong with the Sivga Phoenix? If it is the same as the Emo GR1. All right, goes to 11. You ready? Ready? Sivga Phoenix is an on-ear headphone because there's about that much padding on there. Now you can get different pads. So there's really nothing wrong with them except for they crush my head. And for some reason, and I think it's because of the pad material, they're a little bit more active in the upper mid-range than the Emotivas. Hey, there's Dr. Steve. How long have I been on anesthesia? 4 to 46 weeks, Dr. C. Danny Carey just got arrested. I don't know who that is. I'm a Bear Dynamics kind of guy. Ooh, you like it lively on the top end. Very nice. Let's go. Let's see what we missed. Which speakers do you find more enjoyable, the Bronze 100s or ELAC Unify Reference? Ooh, ELAC Unify Reference are way more refined. But interestingly enough, they are not as articulate on the top end as either the Wharfdale Evo 4.2s or the SVS Ultras. I found that very interesting. So in those two, the Bronze 100s or the ELAC Unify Reference, I get the Unify Reference. And pop up your tone controls a little bit on the top end. Hello, I have a Yamaha something stereo receiver and want to upgrade to a better one in the near future. What would be your recommendation under $600? Let's see. For 600, Emotiva TA1. It depends. If you want an all-in-one, oh, James Johnson, thank you. If you want an all-in-one, do you have a separate DAC and a separate phono amp and stuff? Put me on the spot here. Emotiva, Denon PMA 600NE is good. I think Marantz has got a couple of 2 channels. A good Monday to the Cam Collective, Dr. C. Oh, Danny Carey's Tools drummer. Sorry, I don't know Tools drummer. A Rockstar got arrested? That is so weird. Hello, I have a Yamaha. Okay, we already heard that one. Oh, Dr. C said something else. Rockmeister. Yeah. If you can get a chance, try to audition some CG5 bookshelves. You might like them. I'd love to. I want to demo everything. Hello, Dan. Can you help me how to bypass my amplifier receiver DAC using a different DAC because it will always pass through the amp receiver DAC? Yeah, just get a DAC and then run it into one of the analog inputs. And then you're bypassing the DAC. What room treatment do you use? Nothing. What's your opinion on DSP room correction such as Dirac? Have you tried it? I have not. They did give me a free trial of it, but I never actually hooked it up. Hi, from Birmingham, England. I've got a buddy, Billy. He joins our, hey, Shannon, thank you. He joins our Zooms. He's a patron. And actually, we talked a bit about room treatment last night. And one of the best ways to do room treatment on a budget, some thick bath towels. And then put those up. If it sounds better, then you build a little frame, stick that inside. Put a screen over it if you want, and get some real thin plywood and put it on the back. There you go. Bath towel. Or you can take some suspended ceiling tiles, paint it, put something on it, Those are also a very good way to do room treatment and not have to worry about buying a whole bunch of stuff. Shit Vidar for $700. Yeah, I like the Vidar. $20. Ginger Hermit. Your lighting's on point tonight. Thanks for the great advice. Yeah, you know what's not on point? My focusing. It's all over the place. Ginger. See? Look at that. Oh, look at everybody. Richard Scott Johnson. Honey, where are all the bath towels? Hanging on the wall. Agreed. I love the Lorschi 830. That's right. Dr. C loves him. He's got a basketball team of Lorschi 830s. He got 5 of them. He just lines them up around himself in the living room and listens to something else. I used to audiophile bath towels. Ooh, $6.99 each. There we go. What is better? SV Ultra Towers with GR Research Upgrade or ELAC Solano or GR Research Kit? I don't know, man. GR Research is good stuff. I wouldn't feel compelled to go running out and getting these crossover upgrades, but yeah, I mean the Ultras are good. I bet they would be awesome. But I mean, if you got the skill set and the inclination, just build the kits. I think build the kits. Need a streamer with MQA, which I like. Suggestions. Blue Sound. Yeah, that's what I suggest. Vintage review coming. Dr. C. I've got so many vintage receivers. I don't even know which one to choose. I'll do one. Focuses on the mic when it drops off you. Thanks, Bert. Ginger Hermit. I thought that was the bourbon I was drinking. Could have been. I recently stumbled across your channel and been going through your videos. Love the content. Well, D, appreciate that, man. Thank you for being here, D. Randy, do you think the R200 would be okay to pair with the Iota? Oh, here's the deal with the Iota stack. It's a bit harsh on top. It lacks a bit of body. Some people get mad when I say that, but it does. It's thin. You can, but I would bump up the bass a bit on it. Warmest speakers. Wharfdale Diamond 11.2s were pretty warm. Is MQA snake oil? No? I don't know. I mean, here's what I would do. I would try out Tidal with MQA and then try out something without MQA, and then you say, hey, I like it or I don't like it. I don't know. But I mean, if we think that the other streaming services aren't putting a little bit of magic sauce on their music, not telling us about it, we're probably not being honest with ourselves. If interested in acoustic treatment, consult Wes Choate. I just do towels, hang towels up around the house. If you'd listen to one album for the rest of your life, what would it be? Oh, probably the Black Album. And I'll tell you the reason why. Because you got a little bit of slow stuff. You got the Unforgiven. You got Nothing Else Matters. You got fan favorites like Enter Sandman. You have The God That Failed, which they never play, but it's awesome. You got all the singles. A lot of good stuff. Jay-Z says it's snake oil. I don't want to crown anything snake oil. If you like it and you can tell a difference, then it's what you want. I think we, and I'm going to on a bit of a soapbox here. I think we, as in the audiophile world, the hi-fi enthusiasts, the stereo hobbyists, I think we do ourselves a disservice by becoming, what could I call it? Parroting automatons to what other people say. Okay? So what does that mean? That means that we read something or we see something, or we hear someone's opinion, and then we take that opinion as fact, and then we parrot it like mindless robots instead of actually experiencing things for ourselves. Case in point, ELAC speakers suck. Unified 2.0s suck. I've heard that. I asked the gentleman, how long have you listened to them, and what speakers have you A-B'd them with? And he's like, well, I've never listened to them. Speaker cables, horse shit. Okay, well, have you tried out 5 different ones? Heard if you hear a difference? Is that difference good? Is it bad? Power supplies, power conditioners, it's all crap. Is it? Science says so. This says so. I think we should do less repeating of what we see and hear and more experiencing, and then making up our own minds about what we like. Because it could be good. Because I've got people I respect the heck out of, and I would trust them with anything. And they tell me that their speaker cables sound good and they found the right ones. I trust them. I believe them. I don't think we. I think it's contempt prior to investigation to say anything snake oil unless we ourselves have done our own testing. Then we come up with it. I think it's easy and it's lazy to say that things are snake oil, or DACs don't matter, or this doesn't matter, or these speakers suck, or that amp sucks. I think it's lazy to say stuff like that. There you go. Rant over. Greetings from Mexico. My jaw dropped when I first heard the Aries 2 doing its magic. Thank you, Rodrigo. Case in point. That DAC doesn't measure well. I don't give 2 things. Every person that's listened to that DAC, with the exception of maybe Brock, every person that's listened to that DAC has been like, did I actually wire my speakers out of phase? Because there's something going on in here. That DAC doesn't measure well. Probably has a bunch of second order harmonics. Okay. Well, if that DAC doesn't measure well, it's not going to sound good. No. Every person that has listened to the Aries 2 has been very impressed with it, except for Brock. Brock doesn't like anything, though. I don't know. Are you still on here, Brock? Greetings from Australia. Hey, Cat Minister. I love that. Cat Minister. That's awesome. You save the cats from eternal damnation? How's the baptisms go? Do they like that? Base XTA1 Emotiva or what? Sushi Chef. I gotta tell you, I've been like trying to lose weight, and so I've been doing really good when I'm at home. And now I'm on the road, and I literally just want to go out and eat like 3 cheeseburgers. I'm so hungry. Your thoughts on all the hype surrounding the 7 Hertz Timeless? I know I want to listen to them. Other than it being a planar, does well in IEM footprint. Does there seem to be a lot of better sounding? I tell you what. So there's a guy. He's hilarious, and he's got a great channel, and he's like growing super fast. It's critical. Anyway, someone's gonna correct me. I love his videos. He's awesome. But he was talking about the 7 Hertz Timeless, and then he basically said that the 10 Hi-Fi P1s sucked. Personally, I love the 10 Hi-Fi P1s. I think they're awesome. I think they're incredible. But he has more experience. But I like the P1s a lot. But yeah, I'm a planar. I like the planars. I like the planars a lot. Basics TA1, Emotiva, or SVS Soundbase. TA1. Soundbase is good, but you've got a great DAC. You've got preamp outs. You got preamp outs with a high pass filter. You've got a remote control. You've got tone controls. You've got Bluetooth. Only thing that the TA1 doesn't have that the Emotiva has is a streamer. And the streamer in the SVS is a Play-Fi streamer. You can get a Play-Fi streamer for about $0.25. Seriously, you can. Play-Fi streamers are so cheap, those little chips. TA1 all day long. AB, I mean, don't get me wrong, the SVS sounds awesome, and I love that. If the SVS had a remote control and it had tone controls, I would be probably saying the SVS, but it doesn't. So that's what I'd be doing. Need a new amp, DAC, phono amp, and Bluetooth for home system. Budget $700. Need a new amp, DAC, phono amp, and Bluetooth for a home system. Budget $700. Emotiva TA1. There you go. Done and done. I can't remember if the Denon PMA, I think it does have a DAC. Denon PMA 600NE or 800NE too. Go-to track to test speakers. Eulogy by Tool. Everything you need to know about a speaker you can get through Eulogy by Tool. Or Creep, The Cover by Lena Hall. Everything you need to know about a speaker you can learn from Creep, The Cover by Lena Hall. So actually those two songs, Eulogy and Creep. So on Lena Hall's track, at the 2 minute and 10-second mark, she goes up. And if there is any resonance issues in the speaker, you're going to hear it. If there's any, if the tweeter's crapping out, you're going to hear it at the 2 minute and 10-second mark. Eulogy Tool is very dynamic. The whole song, it's a slow burn, the first 2 minutes or so. A lot going on. Eulogy by Tool. Everything you need to know about a speaker. Ooh, Andrew Robinson Trasser S Sony SSCS5s. Hey, listen, Andrew Robinson knows what he's talking about. I had a different experience and continue to have a different experience with the Sony's SSCS5s. I love them, although they can be a bit bright if you add them right at you. I'm taking care of that. I'm modding a speaker, which I said I'd never do, but I am. Hey, from Portugal, love your reviews. Denafreps Aries 2 for Q Acoustic 3050i plus Riga IO or something faster. No. Get the Aries 2. Please get the Aries 2. Don't get a Delta Sigma. I mean, you can, and if you do, there's some good ones out there. But if you got a chance to get an Aries 2, get the Aries 2. Happy holidays, bud, and thanks for your work here. Thank you, Mark. Yugalu. What is that from? Yugalugalized. Replacing my Bose. Any recommendation? Giving myself $4,000 budget. I don't even know what a Bose V21 HTS is. Is that like an all-in-one system? They need to be paired properly, just like any other speakers. Dr. C, come on. You can pair the Sonys with anything. They're a magic speaker. Look at this. We got Hastings, Burlington Northern, North Scale. Hey, I've seen you here before. I purchased the Basics TA100 about 9 months ago. I'm very happy with it. I assume the new model will be even better. Great value. It's just got some different functionality. I think it actually has the same DAC in it. A little bit different styling, different remote. So the TA1 does definitely have a better remote. Preamp outs with a high-pass filter. Very good. Emotiva PT1 as a DAC for vintage receiver. No. Spend the money on, if you only need a DAC, no. Get Shelly J2. Topping D50, SMSL SU8S, no, SMSL SU9N. Ooh, that one's a good sounding DAC. Or the J2, Geshelly. Or if you have the money, Aries too. Is there anything comparable to U-Turn Orbit and Spin Base, but cheaper? No, there is not. About 200. I mean, you can go to like Walmart or whatever and get like a Crawley or something like that for $50. And if that's good, that's good. Don't worry about it. U-Turn's good. I'd also look at Fluons. But if you don't have the budget for it, get what you can get, man, and enjoy it. And we're going down. Randy, put together a 2-channel system for $300 or less. All right, IEMA AO7. IEMA T8, Sony SSCS5s. If they're $88. If they're not, Mookie. I have a hard time recommending Mookie though, because they're good $60 speakers. That would put you at $260. If the Sonys are on sale, that's $288. Is your charity for veterans still active? I don't know. I haven't checked that page. I don't know. I'd have to check it. But you can give directly to Homes for Our Troops. You just go right over there and you can donate to them. Okay, we did that. We did that. Crosley C6 is decent, but not as good as the U-turn. There you have it. Budget $500 tuber solid state preamp. I like solid state personally. Saga, if you can get it. I mean, here's the thing about a preamp though. What do you need? Do you need analog input switching, or do you just need digital input? Because you can use a DAC with variable output or volume control as a preamp if you only have digital inputs, or you can get something like let's say you get the SMSL DA9, and then you have a balanced DAC. Okay, so now you have 3, 4, sometimes even 5 digital inputs, and then you have an RCA input too on the DA9. So fundamentally, you have a whole bunch of digitals and an analog input there too. So, and I mean, you can also use even just an RCA switcher if you have more than one analog device, but most people don't. So there's a lot of things. People don't really need like a dedicated preamp, but if you do need one, look at the shit offering Saga Freya S. I personally don't like the tubes, but people love the tubes. Saga's $200 or $300. I think it was in stock recently. Freya S, I think is $600. Look at any number of DACs, but also look at the Akatika or Akitika PT102. They'll put it together for you. If you have the inclination, the skill set, and the time, put it together yourself. And it was a lot of fun. I did that, but it's fantastic. It's old school looking though. Am I wild for doing Geshelli Labs J2 Emotiva Bass Mini with Wharfdale 4.1s and AM closebacks? Hell no. That sounds like a party, and it sounds like you figured it out. It's like you're the social chairman. You should be the social chair at a fraternity with that party you just put together. Well done. I just bought that. That was fun, wasn't it? I just bought the following Shit Modi 3 Plus Emotiva. Okay, look at this stuff. We're just knocking it out. Shit Modi 3 Plus Emotiva Basics A2M Emotiva B1 Plus. Does this seem like a decent setup? Yes. Might be a little hot on top though. Might have to tow those B1 Pluses out. Get a sub maybe too. Thanks for the feedback. Much appreciated. Actually, you know what, Alex? Go get yourself the SE8. What you do is you go Shit Modi 3 Plus into the SE8 RCA, and then RCA out. Use a high pass filter. Now you're rocking and rolling. You got a high pass on your B1 Pluses. Is the Blue Sun Power Node worth getting and pairing with the ELAC Unified 2.0? I haven't heard the Power Node. I have not. I couldn't tell you. Chuck, I just ordered the Aries 2 based on your review. I'm sure it will be awesome. Also, just in time before Denafreps implements their new prices. They've had 2 price increases. I believe that by tomorrow they will increase prices. Yeah. They operate on pretty slim margins. It's still worth it. I don't know what it's selling for. RP600M or KEF Q150 if they're both the same price. Q150. Thanks for the info. I put together a new system for the past week. Emotiva TA100 and a pair of Polk SDA Cirrus. Also picked up the Emotiva headphones. Very nice. Headband is a little warm after a while. Yeah. Listen, I've been spending a lot of time with headphones, and I've come to the conclusion that unless it's major bucks, you're making a concession somewhere. It could be comfort, it could be sound, it could be a number of things. But headphones are weird. You wouldn't think they would cost as much as they do. I will tell you though, the AKG K361s are very comfortable, as well as the Sennheiser HD 560S. They're also very comfortable. Do you know if you can run a XLR output from an audio interface into the red and black inputs on a subwoofer? No. You can if you short out one of the signals. You have to get an XLR to RCA thing, plug, whatever you call it. You have to do that. Be careful though, because you've got two signals going into both of those. Be careful. But they do make adapters. That's what I was looking for. Hey, Paul. Paul, is that you, Paul, from the patron, Paul? Patron, Paul. Mm-hmm. Renato. Chuck. New prices are higher or lower? I'm going to go with higher. It would be cool if they're lower. That's hardly ever the case. My setup is a Yamaha from 1991. Yeah. Vintage Yamahas are awesome. Hello from Tyler, Texas. What up, Zach Garcia? You know who's in Tyler, Texas? Heart Audio Cables. What is your reference device for streaming Amazon Music? Amazon Link. I also use the Blue Sound quite a bit. But I don't use the internal DACs. So I bypass the Blue Sounds DAC, and I also bypass the Amazon Link DAC. Bro, you and I are rocking the same beard. Yeah? Can I have mine back? Looking solid. Grow it out for the channel. Okay. I might grow this part out, like a little point right about here, and keep all the rest at this length. What you just told Alex won't work is the Modi doesn't have volume control, so the sub won't have a volume control since the speaker. You know what, Jay-Z, you nailed it. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. ELAC Unified 2.0 versus CSS Crichton sound quality. Crichton 2.0s are good though. Crichtons are a little bit better. Well, in Europe, they seem to be lower. Oh, very cool. Well, that could be due to exchange rates, maybe. Picked up an Audiolab 6000A play for future upgrade. Got some Kev 2001 speakers in second hand. What's a good sub? 500 pounds. Trying to think what you have over here. Because usually when I recommend subs, it's SVS or Emotiva. I don't know. I'm sure there's a ton of good subs over there. I just don't know any of them. I'm not a sub guy. I'm not very good with subs. I mean, I'm okay with subs, but they go boom. They make loud noises. Either they do it very easily or they struggle. Dr. C's got a vintage Yamaha A500, and it's awesome. Hey, super big fan. Didn't know you did lives. The Dead Dylan. We used to do lives a lot. I used to do lives about every Friday. Now we don't. So when I'm on the road, though, I do. I'm on the road. So we are. It seems to me it's smart to buy stuff that's a few years old and no longer hyped up. You know, I don't know about this. I mean, I've heard, like, if you want to get views on your channel, literally just put hype in the title. Is the hype train real? Is this hyped? Is this too hyped? Whatever. Most of the guys that I know personally on YouTube don't hype anything. If it's good, they say it's good. And if they're, you know, I can't say decent reviewer because I just can't say that. But if more than one person comes to the same conclusion that something good, it doesn't mean it's hype. It just means maybe that thing's good. And I think hype train comes from when companies will roll out products and they'll give it to reviewers around the same time. So it's like all those reviews are hitting at the same time. Yeah. I mean, I don't hype anything. If it's good, I say it's good. If I really like it, then I say it's good. If it's not great, I'll talk about why I feel it's not great. But you know, I don't know. But it's one way. Another way to get views is put audiophile in the title. Hype or audiophile or the best speaker, best amp. I do it all the time. It pisses other people off. I get a kick out of it. Just made myself laugh. Do you secretly desire extravagant hi-fi? I will say this. After I listened to the Meze Empyrean Elites, I liked them. I liked it. I'm ashamed. Also, the Unified 2.0 floor standards on sale for $399 each. Ooh, nice. What audio gear do you usually bring on the road? I've got a couple IEMs. I have my Ear Studio M100 Mark II Bluetooth receiver. I have the Helm Bolt. The only reason I have the Helm Bolt is because I couldn't find the Hi-Vis S9 Pro. Also have the Dragonfly Red here. So usually I'll bring, some headphones or IEMs that I'm going to do a review on. Yeah, some dongle dacks. What were the noise canceling earbuds you recommend for $60? If they're on sale, the Soundcore Liberty P3s. They're not always on sale though, but they're good. I like them. You got to use some EQ with them though. What tube amps have you heard? Ooh, not many. Not AIMA. The Rice Song A10, the Rice Song A20, the Tube Cube 7, something like that. I don't know tubes very well, man. I'm the wrong guy to talk to about tubes. High-end gear is on a different level from what you review. Okay. However, the stuff you review is also awesome. I feel like we're making broad statements there. But okay. I'll tell you this. I listened to the Sennheiser HD 800Ss. I thought they're not good compared to like the Sundara. Arguably not good. They were $1,700 versus $350. Any experience with the Emotiva XPA HC1 monoblock? No. I do have the XPA Gen 3. Hey, there's Billy Winsock. Billy! Love Billy. Where'd you go? Where'd Billy go? All right, hold on. Popped around. There he is. Randy wants to come to the UK to hear my gear. I do, Billy. I want to hear the gear. I want to go have some fish and chips. I want to go down to the pub and get into a fight. Not with you, but me and you fighting other people. The brutal streets of London. It'd be a blast. We could listen to some Thin Lizzy. It'd be awesome. Don't tempt me. I'll get on a plane. I'm fully vaccinated. What's the best bang for the buck receiver integrated amp for turntable use primarily? Ooh. You don't really need it integrated. I mean, you need an amp with volume control. Let's see. Do you have a phono preamp? I'm going to assume you don't have a phono preamp. I'll say the DA9 by SMSL or SMSL AO200. $250-ish. Has a remote, has tone controls, has Bluetooth, has an RCA input you can plug your turntable or your phono preamp into. Very good, very clean. $250. Soundcore makes some really cool, affordable stuff. Yeah, Soundcore is going to take over the world. They're going to take over the noise canceling world. They are doing it. Anyone here happily running Class D long term? Dr. C, I think, is a big long term Class D-er. I like it. I could live, if I only had the DA9, I could live happily. Or the AO7. If I hurt my hearing today. I listened a little bit too loud. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. My wife got me AirPods. They blow. My hearing. I listened to the Fortes, which incidentally I was very impressed with. Klipsch Fortes tonight? They were good. I'm aware of your dislike of the Kef LS50s. I had them, but didn't like them either. Have you ever checked out the R300s or the R3? No, I haven't. I have not. I think if the Kefs just had more bass, I'd have been like, yeah. 177X Go are my go-to travel cans. I have those. They sound great, and you can run them right off your phone. Yeah, I have those. I didn't bring them, though, this time. These KZ headphone. Very affordable IEM. Very good. Very, very good. You're genuinely a great resource. I'm out. Good night, Jam. Oh, my ears. The Focals toasted my hearing. Cheap Audio Man is his handle, dude. I have those tube amps you have. They are pretty basic. You should try some more, even the vintage stuff. I'd love to, Jake. Send it on over. $5. LG